How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right. I hope y'all are having a superb, spectacular Saturday. Though I'm not gonna lie, at the time that I'm making this video, it's relatively late, and it's very well likely that by the time you guys see this video, it's going to be Sunday or some other day. So whatever day that it happens to be, happy good day to every single one of y'all, man. And even before we get into anything, of course, on behalf of our kingdoms, our communities, our businesses, we're praying a whole lot of good luck, good fortune, blessings, and positivity, of course, out to and for the heavenly kingdom, you know, for doing the amazing things that they do on a day in, day out, consistent basis, moment to moment, minute to minute sort of kind of thing. Of course, we're praying it for our kingdoms, businesses, and communities, trying to be the good, the great, the best version of ourselves, and trying to make sure that we, you know, that knowing how good that God is, all right, and how good the heavenly kingdom is, make sure that, of course, we do our part, we maintain our faith, and keep doing our thing, keep doing right by the heavenly kingdom, you know, as consistently as possible. And then, of course, we're praying that out for every single one of y'all, our brothers and sisters as well. But and for this particular go around, all right, I know, I know this. We do a whole bunch of different types of videos. This one, we're going to do. Just know this: we're starting something new. All right. As far as where, even though I know that the camera is like super zoomed in on me, so you can't necessarily see everything else around, but right now we're filming in the dining room of, I'll say, this particular site that there's many different names that I've given it, but this right here, we're dining in the castle of Zachariah White. All right, the Tarican castle, if you will, whichever name happens to sound more cooler. But we're having a good dinner. You know, I got some ribs. You know, I know that we got it here, and I also have some rice as well, in which fried rice, and which, by the way, I'm trying to make sure that y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Even as far as the food, I'll give out the proper shout outs and the proper credits, but definitely I give huge shout outs and huge credits to my grandma, because my grandma came through and provided some dinner, not only just for myself, but for my brother, my middle brother as well. So, you know, big shout outs to Grandma White, big shout outs to her. But there's a whole, of course, you know, I'm about to go through, I'm about to grub up, I'm about to eat. Y'all make sure that y'all grab yourself some food and drinks as well. But, you know, of course, there's a number of different things that I can go ahead and get into regarding there's going to be so many different names that I'm going to throw out when speaking about us. You know, like another name that I'm going to use for, you know, even though I know we have T.I.S, T.E.S, you know, the royal world, everything, all of our entities together that we got going on over here. There's so much to talk about, and which is one of the reasons why, you know, I'm doing this particular video right now, and it just, you know what, I know I literally just said that there's so much. There's so much. The only way I can't even give a proper general description or general introduction about it. I think the best way that's going to be to approach all of what it is that I've been thinking, that I've been planning, and I'm setting into motion, is to actually come out and tell y'all. But just before we go through, we grub up, we eat, we do all that other sort of jazz, you know, we definitely got to go through and say a quick prayer. Again, big ups to God, big ups to the heavenly kingdom for all of the good things that they do time in and time out, and big ups to y'all as well, because y'all keeping the progress going and keeping it flowing, baby, as always. All right, but y'all just go ahead just before. I don't know if y'all grabbed y'all food and drinks or whichever, but just before y'all dig in, let's go ahead and put our hands together and let's go ahead and just bow your heads. I got y'all on this one, all right? But essentially, the prayer that I typically say goes along like this. Dear God, thank you so much for another good day from my brothers and sisters in Christ, for my brothers and sisters worldwide, for my brothers and sisters across the dimensions, the kingdoms, the businesses, the communities that you blessed us with, and for myself. I thank you for allowing us to experience all that comes with life. The good and the bad, the trials and tribulations, the glory and the triumphs, and everything in between. I pray that you continue to bless us with what we need so that we may continue to flourish, grow, and thrive on our journey within life, that we may fulfill the destiny that you set out before us and accomplish our goals and dreams. I also pray that you continue to bless us with the fortune, bless us with the privileges, bless us with the opportunities to invest in the kingdoms, invest in the businesses, invest in the communities, invest in the gifts, the talents, the characteristics, just everything, the gifts that you bestowed us with. I pray that you bless us with the opportunities to continue to invest in that and grow in that. And I pray also that as we take the time to invest our heart, our mind, our body, our soul, our spirit into what you blessed us with, I pray that it pours back into us and allows us to maintain ourselves, sustain ourselves, take care of ourselves, and take care of others. And I pray that in all, especially all the good, the great things that, all the good and the great things that we do and accomplish, we do it in the name of loving, honoring, respecting, and doing right by the heavenly kingdom, the kingdoms and the empires that you blessed us with, and our brothers and sisters. And last but not least, I pray that you still allow for us to help out in the fight against evil and to fully support the heavenly kingdom. In the name of in the name of the heavenly kingdom, in the name of Jesus Christ, and in the name of you, God, I pray and we pray. Amen. Okay, now that we done went through and got that out of the way, I know that was a little bit of a lengthier prayer. Now we're free to go through and dig in and eat. All right, which, by the way, right, I'm about to dig into these ribs. Big, as far as who provided this, big shout outs to Famous Dave's. The ribs is always busting, but my grandma, she loves her some Famous Dave's. So, and by extension, we love Famous Dave's too, because, again, these ribs is busting. But, well, I'll say this, especially what I'm going to need to do is make sure that as I'm going through and doing some talking, that I be cognizant of me chewing and all. But, hold up, y'all. Let me dig in. This is man, if y'all have not gotten y'all some Famous Dave's, y'all need to make sure that y'all do so at some point in time. This mud is busting. I'll tell you that much. And pardon me, I did not mean to make this an ASMR, in which I think that's a good that's a good spot for us to start off with. Hold on. Y'all, I just want to start digging in, man. That's crazy. And I just said hold up or whichever, but no. For real, let me just take this last little bite real quick. But anyway, putting the food at least off to the side, at least to talk a little bit with y'all. What I wanted to give you guys the heads up about was the fact that, especially as of lately, I've been trying to do a whole lot of brainstorming when it comes to what it is exactly that we as the internal sphere, the external sphere, can do to make ourselves more, I'll say, let's overall make ourselves more stronger, make our, help, it's make ourselves stronger, greater, better, more valuable than where we currently are right now at this particular moment in time. And of course, where my mind is coming, especially like one of our just knowing our calling cards, right? Or at least, especially my calling card is versatility, right? Not being afraid to jump into, not being able to jump into another, let's just say, to take on another pursuit, right? And just there's a whole bunch of stuff that I started looking into. There's a lot of stuff that I'm looking to overall start learning and doing, just so that I can encompass it into my arsenal, my tool set, skill set, whatever it is that you want to call it. And then also, just as by extension, well, of course, T.I. Ooh, good thing I caught that. Y'all ain't see I had the honey, the honey sitting here, but by extension of me going through and expanding, of course T.I.S expands, because T.I.S is me, but also the external sphere. I'm also looking into ways how, just us as a unit, individually and as an overall team and overall entity, how we can go through and get better. And essentially, I say all that to say this, right? I say all that to say this. Expect to see, especially up on this channel and up on the internal spheres channel, or whichever. Like, one, I'll say this: expect to see on this particular channel, King Zachariah White, more different types of social media content, right? I know that right now, some of the main things that we happen to dabble up in, or like we already dabble up in a lot of things, but again, we have our gameplay videos, we have our podcast videos, we have our news platform videos, we have our music videos, whether it be performance related videos or like just music videos, lyric videos or whatever. Like we have that, whether it be what else, vlogs, in which, by the way, I want to get more in. My goal is to become more consistent in what it is that we're doing. But what essentially on top of that, and there's so many different things that it's eluding me at the top, at the it's eluding my mind at the moment, but I'm trying to make sure that, honestly, just the other day, I wrote down all the different types of videos that there are, right, that there happen to be just up on social media. All right, I'll say with the exception of the extreme stuff, right? I don't even want to dig too. When I say this, I'm gonna say this, and we're not gonna linger on it too much. But with the exception of any violence videos where folks are getting executed, or with the exception of pornography, all right, or as far, I'm looking to get into a number of different things, like different, let's just say different categories that I definitely recall writing down and just keeping track of, is tutorials, right? Or unboxing videos, culinary videos, mukbangs. I think I probably did put ASMR, but even ASMR videos, time lapse videos, just so many different things that I'm trying to I'm trying to step into. I really think, again, that'll overall work towards the betterment of us, with all of what it is that we're doing. Because really, I'll say this, embedded within our main purpose, again, the internal sphere, the external sphere, of course, mentioned it just earlier before, especially a lot of times up in the prayer, about doing the best that we can to help out the heavenly kingdom, doing the best that we can to help out the royal world, and also doing the best that we can to help out everybody. I'll say this: a good way to be able to help everybody is to be so is to be well versed, and also to know a lot, and know how to do a lot to a good extent, to help out in so many different ways. That is the formula. That's the blueprint that I've got going on. That I'm really investing. I'm not just invested in, investing in. And even as is, like, if I were to just halt the progress right here, right now, we've already done an excellent job in terms of doing that. But there's so much more that we can always do, and I'm not one to I'm not one to just settle or whichever. So so I guess really, this mukbang, even though I'm doing a good bit of eating, and which, by the way, this mukbang may not be too much longer, just because I know that, I'm gonna go through, and I'm a chow down on this food. But it's really just to provide you guys with some announcements that for the stuff essentially that we're doing. My goal is to keep doing that even more, or if we're already doing it to such a high regard, to sustain that. And for the other stuff, again, we're looking to ramp it up, and even for the some stuff that we have not dabbled in, we're looking to dabble into it and get that up to speed as well. Like, I could tell y'all off rip, one of the things that we're going to start doing, of course, we've already been doing live streams, which that's another thing that I'm emphasizing and trying to pride myself on do more and more of. But let's just say this: one thing that we're going to start doing come tomorrow, and the set days that I'll do this initially would just be on Saturdays and Sundays, or Sundays and Saturdays, I should say. But we're going to start. There's something I guess I'll call reading videos, right? So I'll be going through, getting on cam, and what will happen is, of course, we'll read over, whichever books, right? Like, I'll say, for instance, come tomorrow. This is why we're doing, at least for this particular series, we're going to do Saturdays and Sundays, but we're going to read the Bible. All right, definitely going to read the Bible. All right, it's something that we all should be reading. I know that everybody in the world is not exactly religious, and it's not one of those things. And even as I'm going through and doing all of what I'm doing, I'm not trying to give off the impression that I'm perfect or whichever. I'm far from that. That's one of the essential reasons why I'm doing my best why I'm stepping out in so many different things. But it's just, overall, it's just, I'm just really dedicated on making sure that all of what we got going on is to the greatest. It is that we're living up to the greatest that we can be. That's essential. And to be honest with you, for all the things that we're looking to do, I don't think that we'll really be able to do it if we're not being the best that we absolutely can. So I just wanted to give y'all a quick heads up about that. Like, we'll also be doing reaction videos as well, because I tell y'all this, there's a couple of different folks who I've started, who I've been listening to more and more and more over time. Like, I'll just shout out some names, like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, the Godfather. All right, rest in peace. I'll say also rest in power too. Myron Golden. With both of them with the. I'm gonna keep it going, and which, by the way, these next names, they might be a little controversial, but I'm still interested in doing reaction videos, not even just to these, not even doing reaction videos on the said folks that we're mentioning, but just on you know, a whole whatever it is that happens to exist out, you know, on the web, just as is. But you know, like a Andrew Tate or a Justin Waller, or you know, we could even expand it out. It doesn't even necessarily have to be them. We could, you know, we could go through and give a political, you know, a breakdown of these political debates that we're seeing going down on you know, all over television. But I just wanted to, like, well, I know, again, I'm repeating the same thing over and over again. But just know this, expect to see more. We're on this progress, and we've not been shy, and it's definitely not a secret that we're on the progress. We're all on a particular journey, and I'm just trying to, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we bring y'all along, you know, with us. So but just because I don't want to, I'll be doing mukbangs more consistently. All right, this is just the first one. All right, so you know, there'll be some other, you know, there'll be, especially, you know, throughout the week, there's going to be some other mukbangs where we go through, you know, I'm chowing down up on something, and we also doing some reaction videos, and you know, just us just going through and doing our thing. But outside of that, again, just a quick little intro video. I do want to thank y'all so much. Y'all, listen, I love me some fried rice. Hold up. This mud busting. But outside of that, though, I'll say this: if you guys happen to have any suggestions for any type of videos that you like want to see done, I'm going to do. Granted, I make no promises that it's going to be a guarantee. All right, because I may not do everything down to the exact science, but I'm definitely open to hearing and definitely open to brainstorming to see how I could, you know, how I can make sure that, you know, us T.I.S and then T.E.S, we can get a hand up in it and keep it going and keep it flowing. But all in all, though, thank y'all so much for the love, support as always. All right, y'all like this video up, share, comment, subscribe, all that other sort of jazz. All right, and well, I'll definitely need to hurry up because I want to go through and do a quick gaming live stream. What I'll also say is this: another change. I do tend to go through and start record videos well into the night. What I'm going to try to start doing is to shut it down by 12, man, just so that just to help me get back into waking up on a reasonable time, and also getting the content out at a reasonable time where you guys can actually see it. But all in all, though, again, like the video up, y'all comment, y'all share, y'all subscribe, all that other. Oh, okay, this will be the very, very last thing. Because I know I had done a whole lot just general talking, but I hadn't done a whole lot of talking in terms of specifications. Know this, right? Because right now, again, we got King Zachariah's set of accounts, the internal spear set of accounts, and the external spear set of accounts. Now, anytime that you see Zachariah White, you know, King Zachariah White, like whatever it is that I post, you're going to get like the rawest version of said footage or said productions posted up on my social medias and stuff. The internal spear, like if I go through and I touch it up, especially if I touch it up extensively by myself, it's likely going to be put up on the internal spear. And anything that's more of a group effort or whichever with a whole bunch of different folks, that is stuff that you're going to see on the external spear. But all in all, though, again, I know I've been all over the place. I do thank y'all so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that other sort of jazz. And the most important thing, make sure that y'all stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right? All right. Now, I'll catch y'all pretty soon, because even though it's 10:45, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna eat. Even if I get started at 11:30, 11:45, you know, and I go over in the 12, it is what it is. All right? But I ain't even gonna say all that. Just know this: come next week, expect a whole bunch of different type of content. But all in all, though, Another thing that I got to do is make sure to be set, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's flying around in the wind or whichever. So just I guess I'm gonna make my mind up about that live stream. If I happen to finish within a set time, then y'all will see me go live. All right. Now, if me eating, it happened to be 11:20, 11:30, I ain't even going to push it. We just going to go through. We're going to rest up and we're going to get right for the next week, because, again, we got a whole lot of big plans that we're looking to get into. But all in all, y'all stay blessed up. Well, y'all stay tapped in, stay locked in. Wow, I'm all over the place. Stay blessed up, man. But, of course, peace, be easy. See y'all in the next one.